Good evening, this is Denedus, a human, and welcome back to our Teutonic Rebels campaign. And you join us on a day where revenge is very much on our mind. Captain Saucepan travelling deep into our territory and hopefully going to take on Captive Tastic here on the bridge outside Magdeburg. I'd very much like that. Elsewhere we do have more armies on the march. We have Captain Rudolph here just looking to reinforce. Gorlitz fell last time after we took out several of their forces on the mountain, and of course Gustav of Westermanna also handily beating some of the Poles, taking out one of their faction family members as well, which now leaves Poznan quite open actually. That force standing outside is currently quite tempting, so we're going to keep moving forward towards them. A couple battered cavalry units, which on that note, yeah, we do need to be training more cav is my general feeling. So maybe let's do a bit of that going forward. Yes. So, you know what, my good sir, I reckon. Do we have anywhere to send you? Not especially. Just go squat on the bridge for the time being and we'll reinforce that army. Elsewhere last time, well, we left Shameful Spearmen on the edge of being taken back. We'll do that simply enough. But yes, this nonsense happened. This Polish town, which looks rebel here because it was bribed. I am angry about that. Minsk was a bit of a sad one because of the Mongols. Ultimately, without the Mongols, we would have been able to defend it. Bit of a shame, but it is just the way it goes. We're going to go and grab at all our heretics and cause some chaos for the Mongols as a bit of revenge. But to begin with, we do need to go and deal with Shameless Spearmen. A simple enough victory, all things considered, and Shameful Spearmen can simply be renamed to Redemption. Good old Redemption. So, with Redemption back under our control, then we can try and desperately hold on to a tiny corner of the world. We obviously can't train anything here, so yes, we can continue to just leave that as it is. Actually, we can go on a bit of a demolishing spree if we want. We don't need any of these churches, and that can certainly get us a little bit of money. There's no Pope per se, so yeah, let's go and smash these up. Sorry everyone's headphones, but once I'm done with this, we'll have a little bit more money to go and buy a load more of our beautiful cav. Another day, another siege defence up in the north. Revel is going to be attacked, but it is a pretty battered force actually. Quite a number of these units are already injured. Not all of them, mind you. There's plenty of lads here for experience on a couple of them. Saw brethren, well, hopefully our experience and our shields can hold the day once more. Let's head on in. Well, I think we all know how this one's going to go, at least at the start anyway. They do have enough quality to potentially defeat us, but we're going to use trusted old tactics here of intercepting them as they arrive. So let's see what we can do. We do have an awful lot of crossbows, 5 of those units, and we have ourselves, about 6 of these spears. We'll hopefully do some good damage. So, straight on top of those sword brethren, that'll be excellent. Yeah, you keep running. You keep running into the ram, and the ram is now stopped. Excellent. Get yourself quickly moving across. You get into Schiltrum. You intercept this guy as well. That'll be excellent. That's now not moving either. And with that, we can do what we want to do, which is basically shield them up and get in the way for as long as possible. When they rout, they will block the gate. That will keep the ram at bay. Good. Excellent stuff. So, yes, at this point, we should feel fairly confident of shooting them down pretty brutally before they even get anywhere near the walls. This unit isn't in Schiltrum, so it might as well move itself across into this ram if it can manage it. I do need to keep those guys properly intercepted. So into the ram we go. Slightly into that as well. That should be perfect. And now go on to guard. Just do what you can, lads. That'll be absolutely magnificent. Yeah, this guy is Schiltrum up quite nicely. It seems to have distracted this tower quite a lot. Fortunately, yes, we don't have control over our own towers to tell them what to aim at. I would like to burn that down when we had the opportunity, but alas, we shall not. Spears are just standing around right now. Not ideal, but to be honest, it doesn't look like an awful lot of fighting's going on. That means we've got lots of opportunity to simply shoot at them with our crossbows. That is exactly what we're doing. So as you might imagine, I've only got a couple units of infantry up here. Spear militia here and here for where they might well be able to crack on in, but in general, Yeah. We are shooting piles and piles of our arrows into them. They've got some Nyekin in the rear. Those are very light scout lads, so we don't need to worry about them too much. Mainly, we just want to take out as many of these heavy spears as possible. Unfortunately, looks like they've given up, but the ram is... Oh yeah, they are close enough to the gate where they're not going to open it. That is absolutely fine, but they are very quick on the ladders there. Very quick indeed. It's a little bit concerning. No. Don't go and actually hand-to-hand combat them. No, we can't be doing that, but we can make sure we shoot down that order militia as much as possible. They need to be dealt with. They might now pile all into this bit of wall, which is what we've seen the general tactic be before. That's fine, but this still could be very painful indeed. Weirdly, they decided to ignore the ladder and go and slaughter all our guys standing in front of the gateway. Oh guys, might as well fight to the death. No, it's a different unit going up instead, and it's a unit that's taken a little bit more damage. Okay, anyone who can shoot at those guys, please do. No. Do they all try and... Why are some of them trying to use swords? Why would you do that? I don't know anyway. So anyway, I'm going to reorder them, but yeah, I think we'll be hopefully fine. My general is a little bit close to the action here, so I'm just going to swap around these two units. I did actually want the general near for a little while, but maybe that's a little bit too close for comfort. Let's just keep those guys there and then start shooting in instead. That'll be absolutely fine. You go into guard mode to make sure that you're standing in position as you shoot them. Yeah, they're down to 19 already, down to 11, 75. That looks like a better target. 89 on those guys down there. Yeah, just shoot into the pile and we'll absolutely rip them apart in time. It's a very slow grinding affair this. Gradually though they are getting whittled down. 65% of them lost. We've lost 23%. Most of that will be these two units. This unit at the front here is down to 52, 49. It's slowly getting beaten back, which is a bit of a shame. I've set another unit up there just to make sure that we are reinforced a little bit. Is that a break or just being pushed back? It might just be a bit of a push. Let's just keep on getting them piling up a little bit more. I think we're pretty close to their breaks at this point. Most of these are badly battered. 72%. Yeah, we're pretty much on the verge of victory, I think, at this point. Let's start getting these guys out. There is a chance that the cavalry will charge us in this situation, so just be a little bit careful as we do this. But I think we're okay now to get ourselves around the back of these guys and close the trap. There we go. That should be the big breaks there. Lots of them are breaking. A couple of them are mine as well. But it's absolutely fine. We seem to be on top of them now as they flee. And the Nyekin, what do they want to do? If they come close, we'll just start absolutely ripping them to shreds. No, they're gone. They're totally gone. Oh, I'm happy about this. Another swordsmith guild up in Akashus. I'll happily take that. Up to 32% heretic over here, which is absolutely magnificent. Okay, we could probably start spreading it into other areas very soon. So yeah, maybe we'll just start squatting on the border. Hopefully that might cause a bit of rebellion, a little bit of upheaval for all of them. Okay, financial is just hovering. We're just kind of spending most of our money as we go. Gothenburg has got its upgrade. That's very nice. And Stettin has itself a dirt road. Okay, nothing too spectacular and exciting, but useful enough. Those reinforcements can make it over there. Those boats do need to get cleared out, so we're going to send our two up there. We both got a bit of experience and command, and they're a bit battered, so we'll be absolutely fine. We'll just let this guy wander for a little bit, see what he wants to do. He might, if we can time things correctly, join our side if we can knock out all the Poles. We'll see about that. Poznan. Oh my, I think we want to do this. Good old Captain Unpronounceable here has a few lads who can draw out Prince Yan in the capital. This isn't the capital, but it's going to be the capital as far as I'm concerned because I'm going to burn it to the ground. So, there we are. A few catapults in there. Very low on cav on this occasion. That's nice. We can very much take advantage of that. So, what's this guy looking like? Sparring commander, night fighter, noble in battle, disloyal. Oh, sir, you should have joined us. But oh well, let's swing on in. Not a bad battlefield for us, to be honest. The reinforcements coming in from a distance. We have a nice little hill to take advantage of. And yes, we'll send in our Huskarls immediately to hopefully just get around these guys and cause them a few problems. Oh, yeah. They don't want to be doing this, do they? They do not want to be doing this at all. So we piled on straight into those Polish nobles. Let's just run through them. That should cause some chaos. Huskarls, you should be able to catch them. You're light enough, but I don't think they're quite going to, actually. It's a bit annoying. Okay, that's fine. Ignore them. We'll just let their infantry get into position. The missiles can shoot them down because they're going to start causing a bit too much annoyance to me. Okay, we've ploughed through them. That's very nice indeed. The Polish nobles are fleeing, and these guys seem to be basically out of the battle. The general and those reinforcements are in the battle now. We'll have to let them come to us just a little bit. Don't want to actually completely defeat this army too early in many ways, but actually they do want to engage, don't they? Because there's only 27 of them to 7 of us. Okay, it's fine. Let's we're going to lose that unit. It's just the way it is. But everything else has pretty much been cleared out. And their crossbow cav are now going to do what I really wanted them to do, which is run into range of our missiles and get themselves killed. That works for me. So let's go and get my cav over on this hill here. We can hopefully let these guys approach any way we want, get around the back, deal with the trebuchets, and maybe take out Jan and all of his troops. Hopefully that will make it nice and easy to walk into Poznan. Officially the First Army is now fleeing, but I very much hope that means that these guys will still stay in this battle, because I very much want that to be the case. They're largely organised now, just the trebuchets being a bit awkward, but that's fine by me. It allows me to get into position. Do you want these guys to move forward? I probably do, you know. We'll keep on getting a little bit further forward. I don't mind. We don't really want to let them get into trebuchet range, but we might as well get it moving just a little bit. As I start moving, they do start shuffling around, and that means that they are going to budge out of this corner, which is the main thing that I want to be happening here. Okay, that's good. Go get these cavalry swinging around into a slightly more interesting position. They are moving their things, their trebuchets around just a little bit here, so it could be of interest. Ooh, okay, yeah, they are going to take some shots. So if that's the case, Feudal Knights turn around and smash them. Feudal Knights turn around and smash them. Who else is there? Feudal Knights smash them. And Huskarls, get yourself into a flanking position. The main army can just hold its place for the time being. And if we're lucky, we can get in the back of these without them doing any damage to ourselves, because they've clearly done damage to their own troops so far, which is lovely. So let's get them to pull out of that. Slow this down a moment, pull the cav out of there. You've won that little battle, that's great. So now pull away, and these Huskarls will do very nice work of them. Okay, we're not going to get on top of all of these guys, but some of them are marching forward. Are they sliding forward in the snow like we saw last time? I think they might be, you know. Pull those Huskarls out of there. It looks like they are definitely sliding along very quickly. The dismounted Polish nobles are unfortunately a bit stuck into them, which is a little bit awkward, isn't it? Okay, yeah, it looks like the actual siege equipment has slid beyond them, which isn't necessarily ideal, but we'll at least get on top of the unit a little bit. Their guys are pulling over here, so I'm going to pull these guys back towards the main line. I'm kind of happy enough with this skirmish. The trebuchets are chasing after us, then we'll just head into them. That, at the very least, that actually kind of works. Very, very bizarre little situation here, but we'll take it. Yeah, head into them. The general wants to take us on, so we'll just pull out of that situation. Their cav is going to just get itself shot down in general, so I don't mind it being there. We'll just make sure we're blocking off their return, if that's what you want to be doing. Yeah, let's just make sure we're safe here. Cavalry, pull yourselves up onto the hill. I don't think we need to sacrifice you too much, but I would like these militia to largely be gone. Yeah, just maybe get yourself into a safe place in the distance there. That's looking good. Okay, a bit of a pile on to those crossbows. That's looking perfect. And I would say, yeah, let's get ourselves back up the hill towards the... What are the catapults doing? It is a bit mad. I kind of love it, though. Kind of can't deny it is very much what I like to see. Okay, you get yourselves into that position just to push into them. Town militia. Weird, but okay. We'll do that. We'll happily do that. I think we just missed that unit, but it's absolutely fine. Right. Yeah, pull them out of there. This is a bizarre old affair so far, but at least we're kind of in range now, which is nice. In terms of, yeah, there's a trebuchet back there. Get back on top of that, please. This could be horrible. Oh, yeah, this is not what I want to be seeing. Is that... Yeah, that's mine. Come on, get on top of that guy like you're supposed to be. I think we've got a bit caught out in this part of the world. Yeah, it's just like the odd guys in a weird position. Get this cav back behind the lines, I would say, at this point. Should I just hit the crossbows? Hit the crossbows. Their general is continuously getting on top of us, which is a little bit annoying. Kind of the whole point of him, to be fair, isn't it? Right, get these feudal knights out of that. Out of that, they've broken. That's irritating. It is what it is. Right. That trebuchet is very much busy now. This cav just needs to get itself out of there. We've kind of exhausted our cav here. Like I said last time, we're going to need more cavalry, damn it. Polish nobles over there, they're reforming. Don't care about them so much. Catapult is charging us once again. Who's shooting now? Ah, there's more catapults back there. Okay, we've largely dealt with them. Let's get back around and deal with those guys once again. Yeah, this is an awkward old affair, isn't it? But I think we are doing the job. Just be a little bit careful. All my missiles, can you just aim at Mr. General McGee at this point? That would be absolutely fabulous. And we just need to get this cav around the back properly into that trebuchet because he's very, very dangerous. As for the rest of this, you probably wouldn't be a terrible idea here to start moving infantry forward just a little bit. Wow, you got yourself battered by those crossbows. That's a bit of a shame, isn't it? So there's some spearmen, some mounted Polish lads. Yeah, let's just start moving some of our infantry in at this point. I don't really like this whole flanking manoeuvre that's going on here. So let's just go and deal with them. Looks like out on the flank our cav are being chased off the field. That's fine so long as their trebuchets are out of action. These guys are 21. We're going to need a massive hit onto our pikes. Oh, poor pikes. Even guard mode won't protect you against that, comment section. Okay, so in we go. Just start sending our infantry forward at this point. I think we're fine to continue. Oof. I don't like where this is going with my general, by the way. So I'm just going to start moving everyone forward, apart from you. Hit the flag bearer of the cavalry. By the way, their general is fleeing right now. And I can't help but notice that we have no cav to intercept him. I didn't realise that he was actually fleeing. I missed that. So, okay. My cavalry are not going to make it over there unless the other ones come back into the battle. They're not going to come back, Thomas. Totally not. Okay, unfortunately, we are going to let him get away. But it's fine. We'll just have to finish off the old Poznan in a second affair. Let's just get on top of as much as we possibly can. Technically, we've only just won here, and I thought we were chasing them down this whole time. Very bizarre. I guess we'll just continue to shoot these guys down. There were just some hiding around the rear here. Cavalry can continue to chase them. All missiles can probably stop at this point before we just shoot our general down. And yeah, what a strange old battle that was in many ways. A very effective one. Only a few men left. 88% killed. Quite happy, but unfortunately we're going to have to finish the job. There are reinforcements on their way, but Poznan can be put under siege immediately, which is what we shall do. So he's just going to stand there and wait to die. That's fine by me, but there's very little left there. It should be easy enough to waltz on in next time. Who's on this bridge, by the way? Just a couple random lads. You go grab... Oh, yeah, he's on my thing. That's why. That's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Okay. We'll get ourselves more cav, as mentioned. A few more crossbows as well would be very, very handy. And yeah, this army You, what do you want to do? We could actually just go and poke this guy because we don't want to worry about him. We'll just go and squat on the bridge. You can go over to Gorlitz. That's a full stack. That's fine by me. And at this point, we can probably have a little look around the map and then an turn. Another day, another stupid fool who needs to go down. Well, this guy is going to be standing out in the field. We just need to slaughter him. I don't know what this weird glitch is that keeps sending their catapults flying forwards, but it's quite amusing. I'm not sure it actually helps me all that much, to be honest, but I don't know. I guess I'm happy enough with that kind of nonsense. It's not exactly prevented me from doing anything, but it's a little bit strange, it should be said. Just get people to pile on in, it'll be absolutely fine. And we just want to make sure this general gets himself slaughtered. He's going to be hugely outnumbered. This is a good chance that we can manage to pull that off. So let's just make sure these catapults aren't doing anything silly. All infantry can just get themselves forward. Those cav can pull themselves back now that the engagement has actually begun. And that'll be nice, yeah, because this trebuchet is now going to be in a stupid position. That's just what we want to see. Right. One infantry is now piling on him. The cavalry are largely listening to what I'm saying to get out of there. And hopefully we can at least keep all these annoying catapults from shooting at us. General is now being pulled in because he's an absolute gibbon. And he's going to be ripped to shreds by all of this here infantry. All cav, aside from like those guys, go and get yourself in and finish the job. Armoured sergeants are exactly what we want to be capturing him. That's just lovely. Okay, so with that job done, that should be fine. You guys can probably just pull out of that nonsense at this point. Down he goes. That's all that really mattered. One more fool down, and the revenge can gradually be completed. And from there, it didn't really take very much to make the rest of them rout. And with that done, then we should be, basically slaughtering this entire army and working our way towards their next city. On to Poznan then, and over here they have certainly sent in a fair few reinforcements, that's to be sure. We've got ourselves a full stack here with quite a lot of trebuchets, which could be awkward. We do maybe just about have the cavalry advantage. I might just send the general in there. Gustav, though, is on 6 experience these days. I think he will be fine, but that could be a little bit awkward. As for the rest of it, well, there's even more cav coming as reinforcements. I don't mind if they come in later. That's absolutely grand. It's going to leave these 6 lads here with all of the siege equipment. These guys, they have 1 piece of equipment each. I'm sure they can handle all of that. But that's just to maintain the siege as we head on in to these lads. We do need to go and reinforce some of our cities, but we'll have some money for that when we're done here with Poznan. So let's bring them in. This guy, why is he not in the battle? It's bizarre, is it because he's sort of hiding in the forest? He isn't hiding in the forest. Well, for whatever reason, this guy doesn't want to join in, which is probably for the best. Let's swing it into this guy, and let's take out their full stack. An interesting battle map then. We have ourselves a fairly sizable hill, but of course we are the attackers. We will need to give that up to move in against them. Now, I don't know that I really have enough cav here. They're a little bit battered in general, and those crossbow cav are not bad in hand-to-hand and will do a good bit of damage with the missiles before. So, yeah, not looking forward to that. I will, however, try and make use of these trees as cover, and I have got my entire infantry section over here on to loose formation. We'll try and use the trees to cover from the catapults, and we'll take them on from that side. The cavalry will head around this hill, try and snipe off any cav before they can get involved in the major battles. So we're going to line these guys up over here, and from there hopefully we can make a better approach. With the cavalry up on the hill then, time to charge on down into the unpronounceables. That will be magnificent stuff. And yeah, maybe just start pulling slightly to the side, charge into them. Oh yeah, they are happy to do this. That is, oh no they're not, but they are going to get themselves caught out anyway. You charge down to those Polish knights. Catapults could be a big problem here. So let's just be very aware of that old scenario. Okay, so let's just take care of these nice and quick. They are wavering. I'm not surprised because they are, ooh, yeah. They're big issue. Let's get on top of these Polish knights nice and quick. On that note, let's get one of the smaller units, Huskars. Okay, actually there's a few things to worry about here. There's the crossbows as well. You hit those rear crossbows. Huskars, you just keep running through all of that. Go out of loose formation, please. Cavalry out of loose. You need to be onto, proper formations, please. Get yourselves, through this as much as possible. Thank you very, very much. General can just continue to chunk this guy down. Someone's fleeing, but it's not the end of the world. You get on top of the next unit. That's absolutely fine. They're fleeing. Good. Just get on top as much as possible. Just need these guys not firing. The trebuchets are reforming for some reason. That's fine by me. We'd be very unlucky to lose the general to this Polish knight, but we are struggling a little bit. We're just keeping them busy though, which is good. Keep those trebuchets activated. We might be about to lose this unit if we're not careful. Get on top of those crossbows, just chase them out. That will be magnificent. Polish nobles, we want to keep out of the way of those guys. Get on top of them as well. Okay, those nobles down to 11, that's good. We pretty much won that affair. You just chase them off the park. You get yourselves turned around for them. Excellent. Yeah, let's just try and mop up as much of this as possible. As for their main force, let's start running these guys into position. They are on a little bit of a hillock here. Just need to bear that in mind. But we should, in general, be in a very nice position now to hopefully turn ourselves around and deal with... Okay, some Polish retainers back there. General's bodyguard. Just get yourself lined up for a charge, but maybe don't get too over the top about all of that nonsense. Okay, very nice indeed. Get on top of that trebuchet. Don't worry about the retainers. If they're not going to get involved, then don't worry about them. Okay, that's very nice indeed. They're going to turn and face us now. That's fine. Get those Huskars ready. Dog barking in the background again. That's normally I would have fought for a city battle game, but that sound effect is in there anyway. Oh well, it is what it is. Right, let's get these guys ready for a charge should that happen. There are some who need to be dealt with. Let's just make sure these cav are on top of them. Alright. It doesn't look like these trebuchets are really firing in general right now. So the general's going to charge into them, hopefully clear them out. Okay, they got pinned. We can turn them back around, head back into battle, into the trebuchet, and looks like a main force is now in position doing some good work. Let's just get the infantry into battle. In comes another charge then from our cav. We are going to catch the retainers this time, but at the very least we should be pinning most of this in place. Infantry is on its way pretty darn soon. Let's get these guys just to pull out of that. Oh, we got breaks at the rear. That's what we want to see. Crossbow militia, get yourself dealt with. Thank you very, very much. And it looks like, infantry charge is doing its filthy work. We do need you to get running though, sir. Thank you very much. And it's just really those retainers now. Let's just try and make sure these cav are all plugging their escapes. Do not let them get out of here. You 8 chase them down because, they're actually in a bit of a vulnerable position there. I might not actually be able to clear them out, so let's just make sure we are on top of all of that nonsense. Okay, cavalry looks like it's going to prevent any escapes. That's what you want to see. They can't get back in the city because it is under siege, albeit that unit is in this battle, so maybe the game will be strange about that. I'm not entirely sure. Polish retainers do need to get dealt with now. Back there are going to cause us a few problems. The missiles can just shoot them as much as possible. At this point, what is left fighting? Probably some Polish knights in the centre, but it looks like they're actually gone. Looks like they're gone. We've basically won it now. I'm not really sure who's left fighting. Something is. I think it might be just those unpronounceables out in the distance there. So we, go and chase those down. Somehow we missed those crossbow militia. That's medieval 2 chasing for you. But the victory looks like it's there for us now. As long as we're mostly just wasting our missiles on these guys, all should be grand. An efficient victory then for us. 236 men lost. I guess that's a fair amount of cav and a little bit of the infantry in the melee there. But in general, I'm quite pleased about that. With the big army gone and more of the other armies scattered to the winds, then it's time to put this back under siege, which is absolutely marvellous. We'll put them under siege then, and I guess we'll start heading in with this guy who's got himself the equipment. So let's head on into battle. Surprisingly equal, to be honest. They still have a fair few men left, but anyway, let's take off control for them and head on in. As we're about to start this battle, there is a slight problem. That is, we don't have equipment, because there's only 7 of them. Now, in theory, that's fine, because we have reinforcements to use all of that equipment, but no, indeed, the game's just going to call it a defeat, because apparently they lost the equipment. That's hilarious. Great work, lads. Okay, I thought that'd be interesting to try and see if that would do anything, but no, the game just decides to kill everyone. That's excellent. Well then, seeing as the game is going to be stupid and buggy, I think it's perfectly reasonable to, ignore that whole issue and just put it under siege a second time over here. So there we are then, we're just going to put that under siege. Now I guess what we could do is send this guy in and auto-resolve it. I mean, it's a clear enough victory. It's quite a lot of men lost though, but you know what? Fine, we'll just do it that way, shall we? We'll just do it that way and get ourselves retrained later. On this note, we should probably just do a little bit more smashing of all of these armies, and as I say, we'll just sort out the retrain at a later point, because we're doing the weird old Poznan dance here, which basically involves turning our back on our equipment until it all burns down. But, we've managed to wangle around that issue slightly. So we'll just continue with our auto-resolves and just clear all of this nonsense out. I'm kind of done with your shit, darn it, town. Okay, well, Gustav of Vestmanna has continued his escapades with his marks of war. He's feeling respected, feeling fine with blood, and interesting, all in peasant shape for the time being. Obviously, we've done tons of damage because I auto-resolved. Excellent work, Thomas. Nonetheless, our work has been done. He feels respected, so he should. He's got 8 darn experience, and that is magnificent stuff. We do, however, need a castle to get these retrained, and there are basically none around, are there? That's a fortress, but it does seem to be the shape of a town. Okay, but that's Thorn. We might need to send these guys back, all the way back to Hamburg, maybe? That wouldn't be ideal, would it? Okay, well, on the plus side, we do have this army here, so you can go and squat in the town for the time being. I think that'll be fine, yeah. So you've done your work. Let's just get you retrained then. So head up to Stettin for the time being. You can get yourself retrained. We'll get some boats to help you along. Now we have Klutskor over here, which is undefended. We won't worry about that too much. We'll send this army to Redemption. This army can head down to... Is this Warsaw down here? I think so. We'll head... Krakow, sorry, Warsaw's not there. But yeah, we'll head down to that area and take that out with this nice chunky army. You know what, Gustav? You probably should come and help that out. So yeah, we'll leave that army to go and get itself retrained. You know what? These guys actually probably could swing back because they can be retrained anywhere where we can get those mercenaries. But on the plus side, we do have some money, so we can spend that on getting a few more troops out of these here towns. That's very nice indeed. Apparently we can retrain them, but it's probably a bit late for that. We did finally clear out most of those Teutonic boats. There's still a couple left. You have some experience on you, so just take you carefully, actually, now I think about it. Hamburg, Hamburg, Hamburg. Get yourself some of our Norse swordsmen. That will be magnificent. And as for the rest of our money, a little bit of it can go to economics, actually, but probably a good idea, to get ourselves just reinforcing this part of the world. So Reval, you do need a little bit of retraining after that last affair. So yeah, let's just get ourselves restocked a little bit. Some of these guys are doing some it's not funny merging, but it looks it because of the retraining nonsense. So yeah, we'll just get 17 and there's still a little bit of regrouping to do here because they all got a little bit damaged in their battle. There we are. Just get those 80 retrained as well. That'll be fine for the time being. We blocked off their escape area here at Arensburg. The reinforcements are standing outside just to help us out. And Abo, they need to retrain that unit. And we'll probably, the turn afterwards, get some new recruits as well, just to make sure we can, retrain and keep that firing nice and strong. Okay, as for this, let's get the Levitana built before we get anything else built over there. Tosno has a little bit more defended, but it isn't anything stronger. And of course, we had all this nonsense before, so we've lost our other territories. What is it with the Polish and these wonky bits of play that's killing us? That's kind of funny, isn't it? All right, well, we're looking pretty strong. I'm going to go around and spend a little bit of our money, probably on some good bits of, things like a merchant's wharf, not too expensive, very much worth it. There's still the odd port around that needs to be built, and they can build a port very soon indeed. You can build a merchant's wharf as well. So we're going to get some of this stuff sorted out in the next few turns. That should put our economy in a much better shape. And things like mines, we want to spend a little bit of money on that. By the way, there is an army here. I'm actually going to ignore them. I want my army moving forward. So the Potsdam forces, you can just step back to Magdeburg for a minute and we'll squat them in there instead. They'll be fine, probably. I'd rather this army just wanders around. We can kill Poland and take them. Well, we're not going to kill Poland for a little while, actually, because of the whole Lvov situation. But hey-ho, we can just continue to spend our money on a few good choices of building here or there. And from that position, I think we'll be looking very, very strong in the next few turns. On the end turn then, Stralsund is ready to be upgraded, very much worth doing to grab ourselves a port. Other announcements, we have a guard dog and a military engineer for Torgis. Very nice indeed, sir. Yes, continue to get yourself some lovely dismounted lancers, solid enough units, good morale, bonus for cav, bonus in snow, all very nice indeed, with the Estonian rebels to just be more of a basic lad. Actually, we have the Sudovian tribesmen, effective against armour, pretty basic, but effective against armour, very nice to have. Human horse archers, again, basic, but can do us a nice job moving forward. Weirdly, no attack at Arensburg. They do have trebuchet and they do have equipment, so that one's going to be awkward. Poznan has been repaired, that's fine by me. Potsdam has some dirt roads. We'll get them some basic farms as they move forward. Visby has itself, nice port situation going. Get some land clearance as well. We want that population to keep growing. That's pretty darn well for all things considered. I've now broken the whole mechanic by clicking onto the buildings through that particular notification. That always seems to cause a problem. What happened to this army, by the way? I don't know where they are. Oh, they're over here. Captain Saucepan is over towards Gorilets. Okay, the army could actually go over and squat in there, but they do need to get themselves retrained. So I think we'll just send them off for retraining. What I will do actually is send these two units over there just to kind of keep it occupied for the time being. And we can do the same with those pikes, actually. As the rest of it, though, we probably should be sending them off to get themselves retrained. Prussian archers probably have a different training spot. You're probably down in Prague, so we'll send you there. And the rest of you are very much Norse lads. Okay, over there with you. More and more units are getting trained. It is using up our money, but it's getting us in a much stronger position. Melting Keynes will be a strong village, damn it. It's just one roundabout right now, but soon there will be many, many more of those. And Akershus looking very happy there with its little boat of 20. Let's probably make sure that's a little bit safer. We've got two good admirals there with experienced boats. We'll be fine. And as for the rest of it, well, the economy will hopefully kick in before too long. But it's actually probably going to be a fairly quiet end turn by the looks of it. Everything's looking solid enough. These heretics are going to be doing more and more scouting. There we are. I want to see all these Polish towns. Hopefully there aren't too many of their popey lads to go and deal with us and burn us to the stake. Burn us to the stake. Yes, let's this is English, Thomas. Let's use excellent English like that. But okay, this army heads straight past Redemption and on the road to Cracovia. Okay, excellent stuff. Get that under siege. Looks like they've got more units coming on in to help. But yeah, 1 turn until those are built. Prince can come and take us on if he wants. Yeah, but I think we'll be okay with that force. It's pretty solid as they go. Let's send these nobles in to help, actually. They would be pretty nice to have. Any cav is always very much welcome. As for Poznan itself, let's send you, my good sir, just forward a little bit. If we can just grab ourselves a watchtower. Yeah, we don't need to be the whole way there. We are the rebels, Thomas. Don't worry about watchtowers out in the fields off the roads. But yes, Captain Coleslaw is coming on in to take us down. So we need to just make sure we're prepared. Halberd militia are now available to us, though. That's a nice to have for the future when we can actually train them. And more forces arriving up in the north, which is good. New Stettin with a few reinforcements, and Koshalin over there looking stronger by the day. It could do with a general just to get them organised. Yeah, that's what you're for, isn't it, sir? So yes, you're going to head up towards the north there. That's indeed Danzig. Perfect. And Magdeburg, well, we'll just send one of you back towards Potsdam just to keep it occupied. But honestly, I'm not too bothered about any of that. It looks like we are probably about to lose Tosne because that is a full stack Novgorod army headed on in. We do have some units there. We could definitely repel basic armies that come along. Probably not this. Let's see what they are made up of, because we are pretty basic, let's be fair. The peasants and woodsmen. But 3, 4, 5 units of archers as we hold the position. Oh, they've got lots and lots of artillery. That could be problematic, but will they be too slow to get in position? I don't know. Let's see about this. This could be intriguing. How many do they have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 of them. We don't have the cav to go and snipe them, but if they want to run on in and die, they won't be able to take us out. So yeah, if they're foolish, we could still win this. Let's hit him. At this stage then, it's a very, very familiar battle scene. Their cavalry's getting shot to ribbons while we desperately try and hold them in guard mode over here on this little hillock. Crossbows are doing their best to kind of hold slightly and shoot on him, but yeah, we did have one rout there, but that's the slightly weaker unit from before. They are now beginning to rout. That's excellent news. All the missiles just do what you want to do. I did tell them to shoot someone specific, so best just tell them to reorganise themselves. At this point, okay, might just be the missiles largely who need to go down, although some of my infantry are starting to struggle a little bit here. Down goes the general, and hopefully a big old pile of lasagna for us to be eating tonight if we can just finish the last few of these units off. There we go, they are running, and that means infantry start running down the hill at those crossbows. I reckon you should be on top of them before too long. I was hoping to break them, and we just about have, but the cavalry are returning, so we probably want to get in position. I did see a few rocks being lobbed at us there. This is not your classic defense situation here. By no means is this anything like the normal approach for us, but woodsmen coming in, that is easy missile fodder. Just shoot them down, because quite frankly they have no defense against any of this whatsoever. They are routing before anything has even happened. But we are starting to see, by the way, Boyer's sons, I'm not sure why you're down there, but it works out quite well on this occasion, although to be honest, you're about to get shot by our own missiles. That was a boulder. That was definitely a boulder. So, okay, what are we going to do to finish this off? I think we just need to let the last few rounds of units come in first, and then we're going to have to send the missiles forward. We could easily struggle to get this over the line, though, simply because there's so many of those catapults back there. And as we know from artillery only, approaching that many pieces of artillery is problematic. You pretty much get shot, and then everyone routs before you can ever approach. With this one guy down here failing miserably to climb up the hill, I'm going to send one unit up to this little hill to try and shoot at some of these guys. Now, this is probably not a great idea. Yeah, you see, they are going to be able to hit us here. I thought we might just be able to sneakily get some shots in, but no, they are just going to splatter us. No. Get yourselves out of there, lads. I don't think this is going to work well. They're going to start hitting us by accident, actually, at this stage. We really don't want that. No. Get out of there. Let's just let the timer run down. Actually, that's going to be a much safer ploy. Yeah, we'll let the timer run out. I don't think they're going to move forward with these guys. They could cause us great chaos if they decide to do so, but I think we're safe for waiting for the timer. It's a clear victory for us in the end. Then they don't have the troops to make the push up the hill, and as it says there, yes, the day has ended. We'll claim that's how we got our victory. Somehow we still hold on to Tosno. A convert to our cause, Captain Matskim, who is of interest, I guess. Quite a bit of experience on these guys, but a little bit of an awkward position for us because, yeah, I don't know that we can do anything with this army. There's a Lithuanian village over here, Novgorod town. I think probably that's the best bet for us, actually, isn't it? There we are. Yeah, let's just send you over there, and we'll see if we can get a lucky jab at a random Novgorod town just to cause them some issues. So let's go and do that. How many can we build? We can build one. 82 points. Okay, I didn't actually read that till then. Not a bad start, I suppose. Narva now does have itself, yeah, it's upgrades. So we'll get some troops trained up in those new bits of armour and whatnot. Should be noted there, we are starting to lose troops here, and it's taken a little while to get everything sorted out and that attack to actually come. Hanover and Prague now have mines though. That is excellently good news. And one more city, Magdeburg, ready for upgrade. We can't afford it right this second. Just about can't afford it. But otherwise, as for the Poles, well, okay. Krakow. You, sir, are looking very vulnerable indeed. And while King Boleslaw is indeed there, not a huge amount to guard it. Halberd militia are around, and a few bits of catapult. Redemption has itself some reinforcements to protect it from Captain Coleslaw. As for the saucepan, he is moving eastward, but with no particular target in mind. So that is interesting for the time being. Yeah, you know what? I will just send them over there. Why not? They can probably defeat that army if they came on in. That would be quite amusing if so. Yeah, more and more units pushing onwards. The Polish are looking increasingly vulnerable, actually. Good old Sven of Milton Keynes is now not far from making it over to Danzig. And with, actually, some very nice reinforcements down the road. Oh yeah, actually, we could change around that army quite nicely if we want to. So yeah, actually, we'll probably take most of that force. We'll just see about it. Some Order spearmen, likewise, actually would be very much appreciated. Okay, let's get them. Yeah, you send me over here. We'll add some into your forces. Maybe just send one of the basic lads back. Just a spear militia back over there. Okay, Tobias, you, sir, have some very nice units on you. You can help us push towards Danzig. And after that, we have Marienburg and Königsberg. Oh, excellent. We have all sorts of fun going on. As for this, we'll just grab a watchtower. Let's just see what's going on. That's your territory. This is a slightly more interesting one for us. Okay, nothing too much of interest there, but it's good to see what's going on. Now, all right, Krakow is a very intriguing one. Can we manage to pull this off? I reckon we can do that. Let's head on in. Let's take this before the day's out. Straight on into battle then, and not too many units of infantry to guard the walls. They have halberd militia up here, so not at their most ideal position, standing up here on the walls. However, we do need to be careful about it. Dismounted feudal knights should be our strongest way to smash through them. They are rushing on into this entry point, and well, this tower might be shooting at them, but the towers will be distracted by the ram, so hopefully they're going to get on in pretty cleanly. As for everyone else then, because there's not too many units, I am just sending us largely straight at them. We've got the units to, surround them here. We do have some of these crossbowmen to give a bit of support. If we can get into this position here, we can shoot into the back of them. That's what we're looking to do. These Pavis crossbowmen potentially could get into range as well, so we're going to move them forward and see if we can get a bit of support for some of our units. As long as they're not getting shot, I'm actually quite happy with that there scenario. So into... oh, the gate might be open. If the gate can open, that'd be very nice indeed. We don't always have that. With the gate open, yeah, let's start getting some of these guys pushing into a bit of a better position to run on in. Okay, this is looking quite positive at the start here. Moment of truth here then. How are we going to do? 116 and then 117 of us, and immediately these guys seem to be moving around. Are they getting off the walls? They might be, you know, because yeah, the gate's getting damaged and they don't have anyone ready. These guys, get yourselves running. And yeah, we can just run on through this hole in the wall pretty darn quick, pin them with our spear militia, and yeah, then we can get the flanking sorted out. Oh, that might be absolutely marvellous work. Go and get yourselves straight in there. You guys, yep, run on in. Get those guys out of position. They are supposed to be bracy kind of halberd lads. They won't want to get caught out like this. 88 of ours, we took quite a bit of damage there actually, but they're 74 and they are wavering. Yeah, that's looking pretty darn good. Now, General's going to come on in actually. That's of interest. Technically, he's on the wall for some reason. He's not. Get into Shiltram. Get into Shiltram. Get into Shiltram. And you likewise, you can just push past that gateway and you get into your Shiltram as well. Hopefully that'll be a good position there just to block up the General. Excellent. You finish off those halberd militia. Do we have crossbows? Yes, we do. We have crossbows right there. Get yourselves into position to shoot down that General. That's just what we want to see. Halberds down there. That's fine by me. Get the Pavis lads into position nice and quick. Actually, they're going to run down there. Don't even move. Just shoot them. Just shoot them down. Get these spears. Yeah, get them down there to come help with the General. We need him cleared out ASAP, please. And I'll try and keep these guys safe for the time being. Just get these crossbows into a really nice position to shoot them down. General at 52. These guys are going to be losing men, but they are going to hold their Shiltram at the wall. So hopefully that will work out. Get these armoured sergeants into that position there. And as our crossbows all arrive this side of the wall, we do seem to be this side of the wall, start shooting him. That should be a very nice job indeed. Down goes the General, nice and early, but oh, he was instantly... oh, his killer was instantly slain. That's excellent work by the bodyguard. Just a moment too late. A bit of revenge, but yeah, too late to save your king. Captain Bolslaw is dead. He's not Bolslaw Herman, but he might as well be, because, yeah, he shouldn't be alive at 1090 or whatever year this is. Just a moment late there from the sergeant. Bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Looks like we've got ourselves a very nice position here. We can actually send the cavalry thundering in here just to try and chase up all sorts of nonsense. You know what? What do we have? 26 from the General there. He's going to regroup actually. Let's grab my infantry and tell them... oh, does he not want to come forward now? We might have to tease him. And the tease has successfully got the General pulled in here. Let's just go send forward some of our units. Some of the Pavis crossbowmen don't know how to flee like they've been asked, but that's fine because it seems like they've pretty much immediately got victory over the General, who is routing almost instantaneously. So it's going to be a bit of an awkward one to finish all of this off, but it looks like we should eventually get there. I think what I'm going to start doing actually is pushing in some of these units just to try and, yeah, keep some of them busy, and we'll just see if we can do this slightly more awkward way because, yeah, it just seems like they're making this as chaotic as possible. So let's just start sending in Cav to get on top of this. Imperial Knights are going to flee because, of course, they are useless fools. But, yeah, let's just send in more Cav. We'll send in the rest of these Cav guys and to see if they can pull any of this nonsense off. As long as these trebuchets are activated in battle, I'm not too concerned about all of this. You guys, get into hand-to-hand. They are trebuchets, you utter fools. So yeah, get yourselves in position. These guys are going to have to do some chunking now, but it is what it is, and I think this is better than the previous situation, to be honest. As long as their catapults aren't safely hidden behind infantry, then yeah, we can try and clear this out. It's just a big pain when you have to deal with catapults on the plaza like we were before. Guys, ignore that battle. That's what the cav are for, and keep yourselves moving. They're just trebuchets. You're supposed to be walking around to get rid of the halberd militia. Officially, we do now have command of the plaza. That's very good news indeed. Get the general back here. That's absolutely fine. Users, yeah. Apparently we've got some routing, which is hilariously stupid, but it is what it is. So you get yourselves into there. We've sort of intercepted them, not entirely, so these guys are going to lose an absurdly large amount of men for very little reason. As the time ticks down, then we are throwing in javelins, we are getting our crossbows shot in, and that should largely be dealing with these guys. They're going to still have a few men left to cause us problems with, but to be frank, I'm quite happy with this whole situation here. Yeah, just keep giving them the little jig of the little dance. They might well wonder if the plaza, if they're stupid enough to do so. However, militia are being shot in the back here. Let's go and speed things up, finish them off. And yeah, these guys aren't going to be too much of a problem for us. Down to 27. Bit of damage done, 18%. Not too bad, to be honest. I'll happily do that to take out a king, deal with some of these guys on the plaza, and of course, yeah, go take over a very significant city indeed. 295 men lost, not too bad, all things considered. We have lost experience of the Mailed Knights, which seems a bit harsh, but hey-ho, it is what it is. And with that sack for 15 grand, I'll happily take that. And the new Polish faction leader is now this guy over here. We'll just keep crowning everyone. An honest battle, sir. Interesting you say that. I would suggest you die from ballista. They should really have built land clearance at some point here, but apparently they haven't. Polish are not offering us too many useful troops, but we haven't got their castle of Jadzdal yet. So that could be very nice indeed if we get to that. But yes, Krakow under our control is excellent news. We should have Lvov as well. That would have been perfect as a staging post at this stage, but you know, that situation is what we already all know. So let's just continue to get everyone in position here. We have sight on, are they the remainder of the Polish cities? I think it might just about be, you know. So we are moving our way forward. Danzig under siege next time. I don't know about Jazdo, to be fair. We're going to need a little bit more down in the south, aren't we? We've got Gustav of Vestmana over here, but he's going to need a slightly more chunky army. That's probably where some of the Prague reinforcements are going to come into play. Now, bearing in mind, we have a big bucket of money. We might well see those guys come into action before too long. Potsdam over here has more units coming in. We have our boats up in the north. Oh yeah, we can get our reinforcements in before too long and all will come together nicely. A little bit concerned about Arnsberg up here. They still haven't come on in, so if they don't do so on the next end turn, I'm going to have to take this boat up here for reinforcements. I want to keep it here so that they die if they lose the battle. That will block off their escape. In general, it's been a pretty darn productive day here. Poznan and Krakow, two big scalps against the Poles. And we're looking like we're going to continue that push next time. I hope you will join me for that, but now I will leave you. I'm Thomas, this is Tino's Human, and this has been our Teutonic Rebels campaign. Thank you, and bye-bye. Flaming horses! It's a flaming horse! No one would stand in the way of the Reich! No! My archers. Sorry, look at this guy. I don't want to die. But of course you shall, my friend. Oh yes.